One day people discovered an organism. I live in the form of atoms called a batch that creates emotions, memories, and stuff. Intangible being thus the gods. Initially existed only in another world, but now thanks to Logic some demon gods exist in reality, because their world is in crisis for that now humans fought for coexistence with these divine beings. That way we start with Washi, a young man, happy with his sister and his father being that his mother passed away when they were young. Suddenly there is a warning about the apparition from a low-level monster on your street. For your safety, I found it hides under the table whereon Rua trace meninus, using superpowers to fight the monster that after defeated it returns to its original form, separating from its host. Inox planned to go to sleep after the alarm ended, but your sister tells him to go buy presents for their father's birthday. Then he disguises himself for no one recognize him on the street where a girl comes from high school called Yukari, being taken to FTAA headquarters, an organization special police recruiting people with superpowers, so she went chosen to be a new member of the superhero team, revealing that some people during puberty awaken abilities by losing them. Also when they reach adulthood, in that a girl reading a book appears laughing with the woman who ratted and the guy, and saying that she is her ally called neither Nemesis. Suddenly a disaster warning appears again, this time the disaster level is double the previous one. The monster lands in a mall where I found his sister are choosing the gifts for birthday people immediately, because if they stay in that area they lost their lives, being that Yoshi is also running away, but he spots a child falling to help him, letting your sister get away first, while he himself attracts the attention of the monster. Suddenly he is helped by a girl, and then the heroines appear to me, attacking the monster, being that first time they fight one of such a high rating that suddenly the monster disconnects from its host and then runs away, with them reporting harassment that occurred and temporarily closing the portal in heaven at this point, and found thanks to the girl for helping him, knowing she's not like that world. And then she introduces herself as Athena, saying that she arrived in this world alone to meet with Washi because she wants to make a divine alliance with him and give you the power to defeat the gods. Demonic, he says he has none power, but Athena presents her skill card before your father and his sister get, where she tells them that the card contains the personality previously lost from Yoshi. His family does not want him to join the heroes because it is very dangerous, but I thought you need power to protect your family. Then takes to fight against that monster from before, where on the way the pen says that 2 years ago I thought he fought bravely at the cost of his life, where you risk your life to save everyone talking to. I thought she wants protect the world with it, so the two make a contract and go to the battlefield where the three girls are still fighting that monster. Arriving in the fight, I found flight and activate your shield by telling the girls against attack, meanwhile talking to your shield and making it change shape by shooting back at monster and letting the heroines take care of the rest. After the disaster passes, she asks who this boy could be, and even in the speech to them that I found is a very nice guy and experienced in combat. Arriving home, he sees some people FTAA at your gate and your sad sister for not wanting him to join the team of heroes for fear that he will go crazy like you did 2 years ago, but he promises not to leave her anymore, worried as before, swearing to protect the all this time. So he goes to the tall organization, wanting to leave the presentation for another day. Why not? Slept already has a day where he goes to his room and find the quill ready to him, with the chief leader saying that he needs to live with his partner to increase your bond like this in the morning. Next the two will meet with the Yarno, the director of the high organization, that says he feels nostalgic seeing famous Hayakinya are again. However, now within the organization it will be treated as a novice, so will have to pass by ALCA tests in the next 2 days. On that, a young man named Olga, who is also a hero, appears before the trots, talking that through his lot, who predicted that Yoshi will pass by trouble in these tests. So the test, it starts with there being 3 girls who went forced to participate to oversee. It's not there too strangely. No one wants to talk about him being like this. Raises the first question by speaking. What? There are many other worlds populated by dragon gods like that, asking which one world is attacking world 4. People got the right, but there's one got the wrong answer on that, and Carrie says that there was a war in the world of gods against evil gods, and after it's over, the evil gods have invaded other worlds to take refuge. That's why the monsters are appearing, and that's why also now the gods of good are together with FTAA to contain these evil beings, where they will have to fight to get the gate cards, objects these that help monsters move through portals to other worlds, and as long as you can get them, monsters will be unable to go to the world of others. After that, the test continues until late, and the result of the test went from the blonde with the score lower, so as punishment she was forced to cook for everyone, doing delicious giant hamburgers. Everyone but with horrible eyes that Yoshi can't bear to try, and runs to the bathroom to throw up, thinking that that's what Olga had warned you about before. Suddenly leagues sister for him, saying that her father brought a woman. Why is he acting weird about it? The goddess Venus wants to know more about her sister, but Tamar, who comes up a lot, irritated, reminding Venus that every god can only have a contract with one person in her life, and Oxy wonders why Tamar, who seems grumpy with him and the guy, remember yesterday's presentation that he ignored it, so Yoshi quickly sorry, wanting to know the names of girls, where the blonde introduces herself as Chloe and her goddess like Valkyrie, and the second as Azura and his goddess as Artemis, and the third as Damek and her goddess like Venus. Tamar, who wants to know how long did I think it was already connected, in the god way, kinda wanting to make fun of our protagonist. However, to surprise from her, she discovers that he has more than 2,000 hours in this mode, while there are less than 200 hours. Then Athena replies that Axe is physically superior to all, taking only 5 minutes to restore your energy and be able to go back to god mode again. Asks for information about the guy called Olga, but the girls don't seem to want talk about it, so I found it talk with your friends to hero about it, knowing that Olga is hiding something. Things soon after, with Olga talking to a monster in the morning, following heroes train in an environment virtual, where they do battle with a monster in a room that simulates power. Level 7 disaster strike. Dolly tries to hit a shot while Chloe holds 2 swords going up monster, but she is knocked down by him, and Itamek are forced to save her, revealing that Tamar's work that was going to heal your teammates wherever. It is also revealed that there are 3 types of transformation in this world, being the first of the human and the god, the second of human and the monster, and the third being one over traffic, where Olga explains that is when human and god become one, there may only be the possibility of destroy their personalities again in combat, and the sent favorite to win record, where happily Chloe stays about to finish the same, but I thought it was that she gave the chance to Dolly limit it, because there are only 2 main fighters in the team, being that everyone needs to learn to finish a target in this way. Training ends with statistics of all well below the average of what before, thanks to the presence of Yoshi. All return to the command room, where Proto wants to know why Olga is not training like everyone else, as if had received special treatment. Almost starting a fight with him though, suddenly a monster warning appears, being of a very low level, where only I found sent. Then he questions that it would be better for the boss to send Olga to mission that way with a flea behind of the ear on the way to the advises that Axe should concentrate on your task. So the Proto arrives, holding the hands of the monster that was possessing a child and threatening others, causing the monster to release the child when returning from base. And I found wants to know what Olga hides so much, catching even talking to a monster contained in the base. With that, Athena arrives, explains that Olga is also a hero, but that she never got a contract with a god, so he tried to make a pact with some demons, being that he too failed, causing Olga to claim that one day find the strongest contractor. Leaving the base smiling with that, already us calls Yoshi from Mac to talk, ordering that X will be a new leader of the heroes from now on, where logically the machine does not accept this. Getting really sulky if you want to. Receive a heart in your comment. Subscribe to the channel to receive more videos are together.